Well, it's extremely hot out there, and with the heat comes summer problems from your home.
Here to tell us more is Rusty Wise with Mr. Sparky. Rusty, good morning. How are you today?
Thank you for having me.
Of course, it's great to see you and to have you here today. What are some electrical problems that can arise in the summer months at our homes?
Well, this time of year is very hot. Of course, it's very hot today, and you have an extreme load on your home, such as air conditioners, attic fans, that sort of thing. And I brought some things today to show you of what could potentially happen in your home.
Okay.
Well, one of the biggest thing is you got the breakers here, and when the breakers, you got storms, and it always trips your breakers. So where do we start there?
Yeah, I was going to show you when lightning happens and storms, a lot of times these breakers will trip. And just look at your breakers. If one looks different than the other one, see how all these are lined up?
Yes, sir.
See, that one's tripped. It's in a different position. So if it trips, if it's in a different position, just flip it back on. A lot of times that's all you need to do. I mean, we go out to a lot of homes this time of year, and it's just a trip breaker or a GFCI. So I was going to show you some other things that you can do to prevent a service call. Now, if it keeps tripping, I would say continue to call somebody out,
So you got to replace it. So let me just ask you, when you tripped it, you just moved that with your hand. Do I need to have special gloves on it? Is that a little bit more intimidating at all to go and do that?
No, there's a cover over this, and you can do it by hand. Just look at it, and if you see something different, one that is possibly in a different position, just like that, you can flip it back. And these are GFCI breakers that have these little test button on it. And these are really susceptible for tripping, especially lightning. And these will trip if you see the little test button on there. A lot of times these will trip in the off position, and you can flip it back on, and you can restore power. We find hundreds and hundreds of trip breakers this time of year in homes. Yeah.
Our AC units are really working. They're really putting in a lot of work because it's so hot. That causes, that can be an issue. What other problems can arise because of the heat?
In the Charlotte market, it's very hot, very humid, and your AC is running continuously a lot of times. Well, this is a particular breaker here that was on an AC unit, and as you can see, it's just burnt. It's just burnt. It couldn't handle the load, and it has a burnt spot on it, and that's what we find. And a lot of times we will find it with an infrared gun, just like this.
Talk about this thing. This is a very useful tool that you have at Mr. Sparky.
Yes, when we go into a home, we will shoot the panel like so, and if you can see the infrared on there, it will show a hot spot. See, a lot of times with the naked eye, you can't see heat. So we'll shoot the panel, and if their AC breaker is getting too hot, we can find that with this. So we try to find problems before they happen. If you do not, then things like this will happen.
See, I see you brought us just a regular conventional plug-in. What are we looking at with that?
This is a standard GFCI that you would have in your bathroom or outside. And see that little test and reset button? These will trip during the storm a lot of times. All you have to do is push that button back in to reset it. And you can call us out to double check to make sure everything's all right. But a lot of times your landscape lights go out, your outside lights. All it is this reset needs to be reset.
So when you push that button, it should click back in or click back out. And if it doesn't, does that mean that needs to be replaced?
Yeah, a lot of times lightning can damage your electrical components. So you really do need to maybe call us if it continues to keep tripping. But I'm just trying to give the viewers some tips that they can do to prevent their ice cream from throwing out. Because a lot of times it's the refrigerator freezer that's quit working because of one of these.
You have a special offer for viewers this morning. This is very generous of you. It's a $29 service call for the month of July. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, call us, $29. We'll come out, do evaluation, check everything for free, basically. Make sure you don't have any hot spots or anything going on, and might even bring Mr. Sparky with me.
Yeah, tell us more about Mr. Sparky. Thank you for being here and sort of being Vanna White as we make this display here. People can actually book Mr. Sparky to come out to events.
Yeah, we were in downtown Charlotte Friday. He was running around all over the place. But you can book Mr. Sparky for events. He'll come out for schools, church events, whatever you may have for free. We have coloring books and all sorts of things. And you can go to MrSparkyCharlotte.com, and there's a booking tab there, and you can book him.
Very nice.
He loves going out.
Don't you, Mr. Sparky? Well, thank you for being here on TV today. Rusty, good to see you. Call Mr. Sparky, 704-323-8006. Again, 704-323-8006. You can also visit the website, as Rusty mentioned. It's MrSparkyCharlotte.com, MrSparkyCharlotte.com. Good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.